Ooh, tonight I just have the computer here for show. I got all my notes on my my trusty little phone stand here that you're gonna see in the shots here. What's going on, guys? Dave here with Off Grid. I'm into backpacking, hiking, camping, and gear. And before you ask, yes, all of us YouTubers shoot a bunch of different videos, and we just either change our shirt or our hat and shoot them in succession. So yeah, just to dispel that myth. Welcome back into another episode here. I like to talk about all things backpacking, hiking, camping, and gear. If you like those things too, smash that like button, kick that notification bell, some other adjective, and thumbs up and all that other kind of good stuff. Thanks for dropping by. Still have my trusty dusty drink over here. But anyway, back on topic because I'm rambling already. Tonight's show is going to be all about looking at some common backpacking terms and or trends, and then giving you my opinion on that. So ready or not, here it comes here. I've got 4 different ones, so I'm not sure how long this one's going to go. But let's go with it. I don't really know how best to describe it. But once you hear it, you're going to know what I'm talking about. So here we go. First one up here. Buy once, cry once. What do I think on that one? Complete bollocks. Complete crap. Cad swallop. Malarkey. Any other foreign term that you can throw in there. I really don't buy into this one. Let me tell you why. Buy into this one, right? Here's why. Here's the analogy that I like to use, right? How do you really know whether or not a Maserati or a Ferrari or Lambo is going to be the right car for you unless you get out there and you test drive it first, right? So that's my first recommendation, is make sure that you try to use this gear before you buy it, instead of like listening to some dumb YouTuber like me telling you to go out and buy a $600 tent or whatever. All right, the second reason why I don't really buy into it is because some of the most expensive gear that I have is kind of bought secondhand. Now, if you're saying to yourself, wait a minute, Dave, no, I don't buy secondhand. I like to buy all my stuff brand spanking new. I like to lick the bottom of my trail runners like Fat Joe. And, I don't want some other guy's juices up in my sleeping bag and quilt. Well, for the rest of you, like 99% of the viewers that are watching this video, you probably are looking at trying to get some deals. So let's focus on you guys. So all of my expensive gear, the Z-Pack stuff and the tents and the backpacks and all the Dyneema, which is now Ultra, and vice versa or whatever, the latest and greatest hot, material of the day. I got at discounts, eBay discounts, other discounts, garage sales, other YouTubers, anybody that you know, word of mouth kind of thing, flea markets. Hunt around for the deals for that crap. Don't spend full price. Try to aim like way under full price for those things, because to me, it's not worth it. So I'm not going to go for that. All right, second one here that I have for you tonight. Let me look through my show notes, where my glasses. All right, next one is going to be about a certain technique. The one that I'm talking about here is stuffing or shoving stuff into your pack and not using stuff sacks, right? You might have heard some, crazy stupid ultralighters out there going, get rid of all your stuff sacks, man, because at the end of the day, when you got like 5 or 6 stuff sacks, then it's going to be like another ounce total that you can get rid of your base weight. I believe in it for some stuff. I don't for your sleeping bag or quilt. And here's why. Because I tried it for a trip once and it didn't work.
Hey, what are you, HR shoving stuff?
Okay, so the reason for it is because they all sell you and they all try to say that when you're shoving it down into your pack, it's filling out all the nooks and crannies and all the extra space. What they don't tell you is you're not going to be able to compress it down small enough as you would in a stuff sack, right? Or even better in like a compression sack where you can really cinch it down with the buckles and everything. You're not going to get it as small as that and putting it into one of those bags. So some people are all for it and they like to do it, and if that's you, just go on to the next video. Now, if that's you, then that's totally fine, but it's just not for me. I tried it, it didn't work. I forget which quilt I was trying to use, maybe like a 30 degrees, but it was a little bit more puffy, but even so, I just don't like the idea of it being loose, especially that material is usually thinner and stuff, so I don't really go for that one, and I like to protect it a little bit more. So I'm going to say no on stuffing, the stuffage, the stuffing the turkey on Thanksgiving there. All right, next thing here is I'm actually gonna switch these 2 bullet points here because 3 out of 4 here. I want to end with a big one here, another hotly contested one. Next one I'm gonna say is trail runners for the win always. So if you're like searching out, you're just starting out in your YouTube rabbit hole that we like to call it, this black ether and vortex of endless information, of great backpacking knowledge, what you're gonna find is people telling you nonstop, get rid of the boots, get rid of the clunky shoes and the stiff shoes and all the rock plates and everything, and go for really nimble, light, and agile, yet still grippy trail runners. And I gotta say, I'm primarily in that camp. But that's mostly for the type of backpacking that I do. Now, there is a time and place for boots. There is a time and place for hiking shoes. And it really depends on the terrain, time of year, and the weather that you're dealing with, how many miles you're going, and things of that nature, right? Like a trail runner in a foot of snow, when you're out there trying to do, upwards 4 or 5 plus miles on a winter trip is probably not the best idea. Boots might be a little bit better for you there. If you're out in the rocks over in Utah and Devon's land over there, hiking shoes could actually serve you pretty well. A little bit stiffer, works a little bit better on rocks, and your feet don't feel all those different bumps and everything kind of coming through on those trail runners. So I think there is a time and place for those. I just, I'm sitting here out in SoCal. We don't deal with a lot of crazy weather out here. Usually sunny and temperate-ish environments. So trail runners usually do me justice for the majority of my stuff out here, but I can see a reason for the other shoes. All right. Last one I'm going to start with here, I got an itch, I got to get rid of that, is a hotly contested one here, guys. This is a biggie right here. Be bold, start cold. All right. Do I believe in this one? This one I'm going to say, sorta. I sort of kind of believe. This one's another one where it's like, depends on the situation, right? Depends on mostly the temperature that you're going to be in for this one. So I sort of believe in it because it is true. Once you start, if you're starting out your day and it's like 30 something degrees out and all you're doing is going straight up for the entire day and you got like all your layers on, you're going to be shedding that in like, the first 5 minutes when you're on trail because you overheat rather quickly. Now, for the majority of the trips that I go on, it doesn't usually get super good. If you're like negative temperatures, and bundle up. But if you're, in somewhat normal temperature, I don't even know what that means. Somewhat like normal-ish temperatures where it's not getting like below 0 and stuff like that. If you're like in like the 30s or something like that, you're like, all right, should I wear, all 3? Should I wear my base layer and my mid layer and my puffy when I start out? It's really up to you. It depends on how cold you get. Like, how does your body run? Do you run warmer? Do you run colder? I run like a ridiculously sweaty pig, so I don't usually like to have my puffy on if I can stand it. But that's where something like, and this is what I just did in my other video, and I can't find it right now. It's right off screen. Sorry for my reach. Is something like this kind of makes sense. This is the Senshi Ren here that I just shot in my other video. An active layer like this for a mid layer that has a pretty good breathability to it kind of makes sense to use in that scenario, and you can wear it for a little bit longer before having to ditch it if it starts warming up throughout the day. So that's a tough one to answer. Be bold, start cold. And I'm going to say I agree with it. I would say try to push it as much as you can, but you also want to be safe too. You don't want to like be ridiculously cold either unnecessarily. So, worst case scenario, if you got to drop pack and just take off your puffy, then do it. You know what I mean? Like, just kind of feel it out and see what works best for you. All right. enough of the spewing of priceless knowledge for you guys. That's it for this week. Thanks so much for watching. Just a few pointers this week, not too long. Let me know down in the comments what other common backpacking terms and or trends that I missed, so I can do a follow-up on this one and get you some more priceless opinions and info, and we can keep that discussion rolling. Again, give me the old thumbs up, kick that bell, punch that notification, all that other kind of weird stuff that I don't understand. And I'll see you on the next one. Remember, if you're headed off grid, make sure you do your research and you make it a safe one. Check you later, folks. I don't know what to say, so I'm just kind of scrambling because I had the thought up here, but now I gotta try to circle around and remember what I was talking about there.